Hi guys, welcome back on board of Crypto Cruiser. It's me, Chris, and today we're going to talk about Polkadot and what makes Polkadot unique and some potential targets where I think Polkadot can end up in 2025. Some fundamentals, what make Dot or Polkadot valuable. Of course, we're going to talk some chart analysis, Dot compared to USD and Dot compared to the Bitcoin chart. So let's get started, guys. Let's just start with the Bitcoin chart. And unfortunately, as you can clearly see, it's not playing out the way I've predicted it. In the short term, I still remain bullish, but I don't think tomorrow we're hitting my price target of around 67, 68. I think it's gonna take some time, but we are still. I'm still bullish regardless, and I'm still so potentially I have two case scenarios because I saw there's quite a lot of downward momentum. This could be potentially just a fake out and just a slow continuation of the trend, uh, and start hitting up higher highs in the immediate short term. And by the end of October, we hit price of around 75,000, something like that. Or the other option is to start testing this resistance, measured this trend line, previous touched at 49,000. Also, 6th of September we've touched it at around 52,500, and potentially we can go to price of around 58,500. Set up like a W formation or a high low, and continuation of the trend on the upside. So, I mean, I'm hesitant at the moment. I still remain extremely bullish, and I still, in the short term, I anticipate huge momentum, huge bullish momentum on the upside. But I'm just not sure exactly how it's gonna play out, how we're gonna reach these prices, because I thought that something like that potentially is gonna play out, and we're gonna start hitting it, but it takes a bit longer than anticipated, and this is not a cause for concern, because I think we're going to all-time highs, or, or at least above 70,000 this month. So I mean, let's see how it's gonna play out. Plus, we've already been setting up this ascending triangle pattern is in the making. But this resistance have to hold. Now, if we break this price of below 60,000, right? We can quickly go and test price of around 58,700, and then we'll continue above, setting up um, higher prices for Bitcoin. This is just my prediction. I mean, again, we have to wait and see. But let's see how it's gonna play out. The chart looks bullish regardless, setting up higher highs. On the daily chart, we've taken this local top here at 65. We went 66,500, and let's see. Usually for Bitcoin, it doesn't take a long time to start hitting prices of above, um, like 67, 68. So that's why I thought maybe potentially we can do it this week. But I mean, next week, I mean, I'm no rush. I'm not in a hurry. Anyway, let's talk about Polkadot, and and let's just talk about the four core components that makes Polkadot, in my opinion, extremely valuable. Is first is the relay chain, Polkadot's heart, helping to create consensus, interoperability, and shared security across the network of different chains. Parachains, independent chains that can have their own tokens and be optimized for specific use cases. Parathreads, similar to parachains but with flexible connectivity based on an economical pay-as-you-go model. Bridges allow parachains and parathreads to connect and communicate with external blockchains like Ethereum. So that's what makes a Polkadot extremely valuable, because it has its own parachain, such as Kusama, um, Moon River, and just to mention a few. And it's completely decentralized, and the network of Polkadot is extremely secure. Plus, the low-cost transactions compared to Ethereum, and not only that, but the fast transactions and the security makes Polkadot extremely valuable. And plus, it has a huge ecosystem with different applications on it, and a lot of unique addresses are setting up on that network. And according to the Metcalfe law, that what makes what one network truly valuable is the people who actually want to join. Let's just talk about the market capitalization of a Polkadot and see where we can potentially end up. So the last bull cycle, we actually went above 53 billion. And here in May, I mean, already in February, we hit 35 billion. So that's quite high. At the time of recording, it's 6 billion. At the time of recording, the market capitalization is 6 billion. So potentially, if I think Polkadot can reach market capitalization, actually prices, as I've mentioned before, above $120. Potentially, we can do that. So the market capitalization, it will be at around 180 billion. I think potentially we can go there. It's simply because Dogecoin went over 100 billion last bull cycle, and I think Polkadot has a lot more fundamentals, and it just overall is a way more valuable network than Dogecoin. This is just my personal opinion. Of course, anything I say in this video is not a financial advice. It's for pure entertainment purposes, and before you do anything, do your diligence and make your own research. But how I think potentially can play out, well, we've already went with a snap out of this falling wedge on the weekly chart, and I'm not gonna be surprised once Bitcoin start hitting prices of above 70,000. Some of the altcoins to actually outperform Bitcoin, and I think Polkadot potentially can be one of it. We snap out of this falling wedge, and the price target will be at around $12. Quickly go $12. Maybe we're gonna have a little bit of resistance between prices of around $18 and $20. We snap out of this resistance, and we can quickly go and start testing prices at its previous all-time high at around $50. Probably will correct for a few months, or perhaps for a few weeks. Form on the weekly chart a huge reverse head and shoulders, which of course is bullish, and then potentially we're gonna have after we start hitting price of above $50, 55, 56, we're gonna have price discovery and doubling the amount and hitting up prices of above 110, between 110 $120. It's not out of the question at all. This is just something that charts that can potentially can happen. Of course, it's not a financial advice. It's for pure entertainment purposes, as I've said. But I think Polkadot has very good fundamentals, and the last bull cycle we clearly saw how brilliant it can outperform most of the crypto assets in the crypto universe. Let's compare DOT to the BTC channel. We can clearly see we've been moving into this channel for many weeks, for years. And potentially, if we snap out of it, we can do something like that, what we did between end of December of 2020 and end of May 2021. So in 5 months. So in 5 months, we pretty much did from $4, we went all the way to almost 50. So we did 10x. So something like that potentially. Um, I mean, at that time, right? But right now, it's compared to the BTC 700. So that's around over 12x. 12x, but of course, as I've said, compared to the BTC price right now. But if let's say BTC doubles, that 12 will be 25x, and 25x will be above $100, above $100 for DOT. So another confirmation that we can potentially go 3 digits for DOT. I mean, this is just something in the charts that I'm seeing, but let's see how it's gonna play out. I'm really curious how Bitcoin will perform tomorrow as well, and if we're gonna hold this trend line. If not, again, I'm repeating for everyone who doesn't understand. If we don't resist, and if this resistance line drops down, we potentially go and test prices of around 58,500, and then I think that'll be the bottom and continuation of the trend. So I mean, I'm happy with either scenario. Um, let's see. S&P 500 already hit, I think, all-time high today. So we are moving at the right direction on the bullish side. This is just my personal opinion. And yeah, I don't have a magic ball. I don't predict the future. Anything I say in this video is not a financial advice. But I mean, um, let's see how it's gonna play out. Once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for um, tuning in and watching my videos. And of course, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube, please do it. It's for absolutely free. And if you really want to support my work, you can subscribe to my Patreon as well. I think there's quite a lot of interesting things to see there, and you'll be useful, in my opinion. Once again, um, thank you so much for the attention, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Goodbye.